The airport sector has committed to be carbon neutral within 2050.
At Scania, we're driven by a sense of responsibility for creating a better future. That's why we're driving change across our industry and cutting emissions throughout our entire value chain, together with forward-thinking customers like Transport Paris Beauvais in France. We're turning ambition into action. This is our decarbonisation journey.
Paris Beauvais is one of the 10 biggest airports in France. When they land in Beauvais, they may not always realize that they are quite far to Paris inner city. We operate a bus line. This allows Paris Beauvais to be the airport with a higher share of passengers using public transportation. About 40% of passengers use the bus to be driven to the airport, which is also a very good point for environment and sustainable development.
Choosing to travel by bus instead of driving a car is one way to immediately lower carbon emissions. But traditional buses still produce emissions. To make a real difference, the bus needs to be electric or powered by renewable fuel. Transport Paris Beauvais know this. That's why they are renewing their fleet with buses driven by B100, which means 100% pure biodiesel.
The aviation sector contributes for about 3% of GHS emissions in the world, and for this reason there is a responsibility to reduce the carbon footprint. This was a critical point, and this is why we put a priority to renew the fleet. We have finally decided to work with Scania and place this order of 40 vehicles. Scania has proven that they are reliable and reactive to our needs. So there is a good business confidence between our companies. When we ordered the new fleet, so it was half biofuel, half diesel, and within the end of the year it will be 100% biofuel. With a biofuel, you can drive longer than with a traditional fuel. This is very useful considering that our buses are driven close to 24 hours a day.
A bus driver's driving behaviour has a real impact on fuel consumption. Smooth acceleration, gentle braking, and maintaining a steady speed all help to save fuel, while driving hard wastes it. Simple habits behind the wheel also add up to a greener journey.
Our drivers are encouraged to drive as softly as possible and use as less fuel as possible. The challenges for decarbonization in France are really more on the financing side. Environmental transition in airport sector, but also in the bus sector, means some very heavy investment that can be difficult to sustain, especially for small airports. My hope for the future is that we can bring more and more people to aerobus, because it's a really sustainable mobility alternative. The emissions made by road mobility alternatives is quite significant to the global carbon footprint. It's an obligation. If we do not decarbonize, we will not be able to operate anymore. But it is important.